And welcome back, everyone. Wayne Latrell Hill, the here at the ballpark. Well, this is my second game, so we're underway here. Game number 2 of this best of 3 series. It's a 3A Region 1 FHSAA baseball semifinal as the Swany Bulldogs take on Fernandina Beach here on the road at the Pirates Stadium. And in this game 2, Swany is the home team. They didn't switch dugouts, but Swany considered the home team here, and Fernandina Beach is the away team. So they will bat first, and Grayson Green will get the start in game number 2 for Swany. He's on the hill taking his warm-up tosses. Jace Moran behind the plate. Tyler Watson over at first base. You got Noah Lopez at second base. Gabe Garcia is your shortstop. Easton O'Quinn at third base. And in the outfield from left to right, you got Colton Rogers, Ty Moses, and Landon Peterson. The Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard is reset, and we're ready to get game 2 underway. If Swany can win this game, that'll wrap up the series, and the Bulldogs will move on to the regional final, which is coming up next weekend. South Walton is playing host to West Florida. We check scores between games, but must be having some rain, some inclement weather out there because no scores have been posted. So I'm guessing that they probably, if they can get one game in tonight and then moving the rest to Saturday. So I'm sure they're having their troubles with the weather, but Swany trying to beat the weather. If they can get a win here in game 2, that'll wrap up the series that weather expected to be here on Saturday. Landon Holbrook to lead off for the home Pirates, who are the visiting team in this game, but playing on their home field. And the first pitch from Green, fouled away. There's strike 1. Holbrook, the center fielder, number 11. Irish got new uniforms here for game number 2. They went to the gold jerseys. Green's pitch fouled away. It's quickly 0-2. Grayson Green has been outstanding for the Swany Bulldogs this season. We've seen him on River Country a couple of times where he's just been lights out. And hopefully he can find that groove here in this one. And he does. The first batter goes down swinging as Moran throws that one over Watson's head into right field. So trying to throw it around. That didn't work out, but we'll take the strikeout. 1 down. And now Dalton Janey to the plate. Dalton Janey 0 for 2 in the last ball game, looking to get things going here for the Pirates here in the first inning. Facing the lefty here in Green. His pitch outside for ball 1. Everybody had to leave the stadium between games and then re-enter. There's a strike on the corner, 1-1. So couldn't get away with paying for game 1 and staying and getting game 2 for free. Had to go out and come back in and pay again. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Swany baseball here in River Country. Just missed. Not sure where that missed. Guess high. Brought to you in part by Van Carpet One, by Farm Bureau Insurance, by the Quaney County School District, by that Wellborn Blueberry Festival. Looking forward to that in June. And there is ball 4. Janey will get first base. Free pass for him. 1 down, and now Trace Farmer. Also brought to you by the Waltz Automotive Group, by First Federal Bank, by Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, by J&W Automotive, by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Suwannee County, by the Second Chance Thrift Store, by the Suwannee River Water Management District, by Corbett's Mobile Home Supply of Lake City, and by Companion Animal Hospital. Green with a runner aboard, wheels and deals, and that's fouled away. Farmer, the top hitter on this squad, and he was on fire in the last game, got a couple of singles. Tough hitter, getting close to 500. Green will go to first base. Farmer coming into the game hitting .457. Went 2 for 2 in the first game. 1-1 the count to him here. There goes the runner, the pitch. And the throw down, not going to be in time. Stolen base for Janey, puts him in scoring position. Farmer now with runner in scoring position, but 2 strikes on the batter. 1-2 count. They set up outside. Green's pitch and got a piece of it to stay alive. So Farmer with a nice job of fighting that off. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Just underway here in game 2. Swany winning the opening game 12-0. But got to get one more win to move on. Green checks second, now his pitch. We tried to hit that outside corner, and that just missed. 2-2. Grayson wanted that one, but didn't get the call. Now the 2-2 delivery. And he'll step off the runner. Chase Janey back to second base. You wonder why the camera's shaking a little bit. We got it out in the center field on a high tripod, and the wind is just shaking it around, and there's a base hit into center field. Runner not going to be able to score. He got a late jump on that one, so he'll stop at third base. But first and third for Fernandina, 1 down. Farmer so far hadn't been able to retire him. He is 3 for 3 in the 2 games. And he just took that one up the middle. Janey at second base. He had stolen second, but didn't get the jump there. He thought, I guess, initially that might be caught, so had to stop at third. First and third now. Connor Bayless at the plate. Swany in double play depth. Holding the runner at first. There's a throw over, but no threat for the runner at first base. He just steps back on the bag. Pitch has fouled away. That's out of play. Jace gets a new baseball, gets it to Grayson. First and third situation, 1 down. Fernandina Beach trying to get on the scoreboard here early in game number 2. Grayson's pitch, there's a strike. That's a no-doubter, 0-2 to Bayless. Basin in the last game, 0 for 2. Green will step off the rubber here. Everybody gets reset. Blue will take this chance to wipe the plate clean. Same umpiring crew from the first game. They've just switched around. All right, here we go once again. The 0-2 pitch. Nope, Green's going to throw over to first base. Swany not playing real deep in the outfield. Against the cleanup man for Fernandina. There goes the runner. Got a great jump, and that's going to be fouled away. He'll come back. So they had a little hit and run going there with the runner at third base. Runner at first, it broke. But fouled away, and he'll come back. Still first and third. Still 0-2 on Bayless. Green checks the runners. There's a toss over to first once again. Grayson and Kyler switching positions. Kyler Watson started in the first game, got the victory. Grayson was the first baseman. Now they'll swap spots. Green's 0-2 pitch. How in the world that missed, I have no idea. That breaking pitch looked good, but Ump didn't like it. So 1-2. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. 2 down, throw down to third base, and Moran throws it away. That's going to give the Pirates a run, and that's going to get Farmer all the way around to third base. E2. Couldn't get the runner at second, so we thought he'd chop down the runner at third, catch him sleeping, but he threw it away. 2 down in the inning, both on strikeouts, but a run is in and a runner at third base. Preston Matricardi now. He was the starting pitcher in game 1. He's the left fielder here. One and 0 to the lefty. I think the Ump got a little dirt in his eye there. And going the opposite way, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder and score another run. Marticardi with an RBI single to left field. Colton Rogers thought for a minute there he might have a chance for that one, but it drops in front of him. And 2-0 now as Fernandina Beach jumps on the lead. Coach Billy Moran comes out and wants to have a quick word with his pitcher. Posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts? Well, if you are, tag the FHSAA and they'll repost and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can also like them on Facebook. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best it can be. That's facebook.com/FHSAA. Right, the meeting on the mound is broken up. See if Grayson can get this last out. 2 down in the inning. Runner at first base. Fernandina, which failed to score in the first game, up 2-0 here in the second. Addington the batter now. John Addington, the designated hitter. Hitting for the pitcher. A little late on that one. Will foul it away. 0-1. Dylan Wilkes waits on deck, but 2 down. Umpire calling for some more baseballs. Now he reloads. Green's pitch. That misses. 1-1 count. Started to, but didn't. Takes low. 2-1. This is more of Fernandina's game. Getting runners on base, putting pressure on the defense, stealing bases. They like to run. Swing and a miss. Went after some heat there. And the count even, 2-2 with 2 outs. Green struck out 2 in this inning, but he's also given up 2 runs. 1 on a walk, stolen base, then an error. Farmer with the base hit. He comes around and scores. RBI from Matricardi, who's at first base. And then there he goes. And little nibbler in front of Grayson. Going to have to hurry this throw. He can't come up with it cleanly. And everybody's going to be safe. And Coach Moran's going to come out and wants to check with the home plate umpire. And home plate's going to check with the first base ump. Tell you what, Coach Moran, he umpired for a lot of years. He knows the playbook backwards and forwards. So you're not going to sneak a rule by him. I'm not sure what the issue is here. The umpires in a conference now, all three of them. And now they'll come over and talk to Coach Moran, who wants to talk with all three umpires as well, trying to tell them what he saw happen. I wish I was privy to this conversation. Anybody read lips? Addington, a little dribbler in front of the pitcher. Green couldn't come up with it cleanly, and everybody's safe first and second. So Billy apparently didn't win that argument. Swany with a couple of miscues here in the top of the first inning. Dylan Wilkes now to the plate. 2 down, 2 on. 2 runs in. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one's in the dirt. 2-0 as Grayson Green tries to find his groove. He traditionally starts slow, but then once he gets in that groove, look out. Trying to find it once again. Behind in the count here, 2-0. And to Easton at third, and he can't glove it cleanly, and that's going to allow another run to score. Throw over to third base, not going to be in time. Walks and errors. Addington around to third base. Wilkes stops at first. We've got an E2, an E1, and an E5 in this inning. 3 runs are in. And the Pirates looking good early. Now Lucas Hutchinson, the batter. Dogs need to get out of the top of the first inning and regroup. That one's fouled away. Game number 2, Swany won the first one, struggling here in the second. If they do end up splitting, we'll try to come back tomorrow and dodge the raindrops and get in the deciding game. Throw over to first base. We do have a hotel room tonight. We're staying in Georgia. We're in St. Mary's, which on the internet it said it was 8 miles away. They didn't tell us there was no road to get there, no bridge. You have to drive around. About a 45-minute drive. And going to let the runner have second base. The catcher's indifference there. Now second and third. 1-1 count. Fouled away. It's out of play behind us. We're having a shrimp festival over here in Fernandina this weekend, so a lot of visitors in town. It's a pretty big festival. Swing and a miss. And that's going to do it for the Pirates. Grayson Green strikes out the side, but he also allows 3 runs. Swany with uncharacteristic 3 errors in that inning. It's 3-0. Fernandina. Swany coming to bat in the bottom of the first after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Swany baseball here on rivercountrysports.com. It's game number 2 of the 3-game set, best of 3 series at Fernandina Beach. It's a Region 1 3A semifinal matchup. The other semifinal is West Florida and South Walton doing battle. Walton, the number 1 seed, and West Florida, the 4 seed. This is the 2 and 3 seeds here. Fernandina, the 2, Swany, the 3. Grady Stevens is going to get the start here for the Pirates in game number 2. He'll be the pitcher. Lucas Hutchinson behind the plate. Dylan Wilkes at first base. Eli Salguer is your second baseman. Connor Bayless at shortstop. Grace Farmer at third base. In the outfield and left field, you got Preston Matricardi. Center fielder is Landon Holbrook, and Dalton Janey gets the start over in right field. Swany will attack like this offensively. Noah Lopez will lead off, followed by Jace Moran, Easton O'Quinn, then Kyler Watson, Gabe Garcia, Grayson Green, Ty Moses, Hampton Newman, your DH, and Colton Rogers. We'll bat ninth. Landon Peterson, not in the batting order, but starting defensively out in right field. Boy, he made a play in that first game with the diving catch. So Noah Lopez ready to get things started here against Grady Stevens. Grady Stevens, 38.2 innings coming into this one. 22 walks, 48 strikeouts. Has an ERA of 0.72 and a 5-1 record. Lopez ahead in the count here. 2-0. Lefty wheels and deals. And that one misses. 3-0. Lopez started off the last game with a line drive, swung at the first pitch and line to the second baseman here. Had anything in the strike zone, so he's ahead in the count 3-0. The 3-0, he walks him 4 straight. Swany will take the gift. Lopez to first base, and now Jace Moran comes up to bat. Lefty against lefty. Lopez always a threat to go. Got to be careful with the left-handed pitcher, though. Hard to get a good jump on him. He got him leaning back to the bag. Curveball sneaks in there for a strike. Bottom of the first inning, Dogs down by 3. And there's a called strike. In case you're wondering, the wind is blowing straight in. So probably not going to be a day for home runs. They throw over to first base, not in time. Lopez back in there. Ram with an 0-2 count. They set up on the outside corner. And he'll take it the other way, and that's going to be by the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Swany with first and second, and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning trying to get back in this game. And going to be a quick timeout as Coach Chave wants to come out and talk to his entire infield. Probably just trying to settle them down here. Maybe they got a little too hyped after grabbing that first inning lead, but long way to go in this one as we're just in the bottom of the first. So he'll come out and have a word with his pitcher, catcher, first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, and shortstop. This team has only lost 5 games this season. Of course, one earlier today. Had an outstanding regular season, going 22-4. Did not play as tough a schedule as Swany, however. Easton O'Quinn comes up with 2 runners aboard and nobody down. Stevens' first pitch, and that's chopped foul over to the Pirates' dugout. The pitch, that's high. They want an appeal to first base, and they said he went. Okay. I think that was a gift, which they'll gladly accept. O'Quinn now in the hole, 0-2. That's high. That's a no-doubter. Catcher requested a little help from the first base umpire. Home plate umpire said, yeah, let's check with him, and he said he went around. A ball and 2 strikes. That one didn't miss by much, 2-2. Two-two count with 2 runners aboard, nobody down here in the bottom of the first inning. Swany trails by 3. And that one's going to be skied high, left field. Shortstop calling for it and drifts over and makes the catch near the third base line. A nice play out there by Connor Bayless, and there's one down. O'Quinn got underneath that one and not able to advance the runners. One down, and Kyler Watson to the plate. First baseman, Kyler Watson. First pitch to Watson. Off the plate for a ball. Steven goes to the belt, looks at second. Now the plate. And that's chopped toward the shortstop. This could be 2. The second base for 1, to first base, and not in time. I'm a little surprised they stopped the runner at third. Usually, coach would have sent him around, but stopped him at third base. So they get the second out there. Watson down that line in a hurry for a fielder's choice. First and third. I thought if they were, while they were trying to turn that double play, I'm surprised he didn't send Lopez to the plate. I don't know if he could have scored or not, but decided not to. And now let's see if Garcia can knock him in. Gabe Garcia here with 2 down. Garcia with a base knock, and that'll bring in the run. 3-1 ball game. Good job. So the Dogs get 1 run back. 3-1 ball game. Grayson Green will be the next batter. Grayson Green. Lefty against lefty here. Watson at second base, Garcia at first, Green at the plate. and chop towards second base. No problems. And a nice play out there by Salyer, and that'll do it for Swany, but they do get a run. It's 3-1. Fernandina leads after one here on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Back here at the ballpark, want to let you know that today's broadcast is being sponsored in part by Ricky Gamble. He's an ex-Bulldog and is also your property appraiser for Suwannee County. You know, the property appraiser's office is there when you need them at 215 Pine Avenue, downtown Live Oak. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. The telephone number, 386-362-1385. And, of course, they're always available online. Just go to SwaneePA.com. 3-1 ball game after the first inning. Swany, the home team here in game number 2, although they're in the visiting dugout, so Fernandina's home field. But now last year, they actually, if you forced it to a third game, they would switch venues. So they would have had to come back to Booster Field and Live Oak, but they changed the format this year and doing a doubleheader on one day and a single game the second day. Originally, it was set for a single game on Friday and a doubleheader Saturday, but the impending inclement weather changed those plans, so they've got the doubleheader in today. If Swany could somehow come from behind and win this game, that would be the end of the series. Swany would move on, but if Fernandina Beach hangs on to win, they'll have to play a third game, an if game. All right, Eli Salyer to lead off. He just made that play at second base, and he leads off here. And there's a dribbler right side that's going to be on the foul side of first base. The 1 is Grayson Green, works his second inning here for Swany. Green with 3 strikeouts to his credit. But a lot of stuff in between as 8 batters came to the plate in the first inning. There's one down Broadway. That's a strike. 0-2. The 0-2's in the dirt. Didn't get him to chase, so a ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order on deck. His 3-1 pitch, that's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Pirates' second baseman. And there you go. Got him in the corner. That's strikeout number 4 for Grayson, and 1 down in the inning. To the top of the order, and Landon Holbrook, center fielder. He struck out back in the first. Center fielder, Landon Holbrook. Grayson just waits for him to step in the batter's box. He's ready to go to work. His first pitch is in there. There's a strike. Up high. 1-1 count. That was foul behind us. Ball and 2 strikes. One of those backward home runs. over the press box. Nice facility over here at Fernandina. We appreciate their hospitality. Outside, 2-2. The 2-2, and that's drifted up the middle. Garcia cuts it off to first base. And in time, nice stretch over there by Kyler Watson. Second out of the inning. And Dalton Janey to the plate. Janey given a free pass, stole second, and ended up scoring on a throwing error. Janey steps in now, and there's Green's first pitch. Squares to bunt. Offers at it. And I believe that was a strike. They gonna call that a ball? Like he went after it. That was a strike. One count. 2-1. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Lefty against lefty here. It's those strikes, Grayson. And he does, and that's delivered into center field, but it's going to be caught. Nice play, Ty Moses, and that'll do it for the Pirates. They're at bat in the second inning. 3-1, Fernandina Beach leading Swany here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
The Swany River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the one-day-per-week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit myswanyriver.com to learn more.
Well, I can tell you the Suwannee River Water Management District is rooting for rain this weekend. Water tables are low. We're in a drought situation, so we can use some rain, but we're just trying to hold it off until the baseball's over with. Hey, for the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including updated brackets in the FHSA Baseball Championships, visit FHSAA.com. FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. And, of course, you can follow the Swany Bulldogs throughout the postseason right here on RiverCountrySports.com. All right, bottom of the second inning, and Ty Moses to lead things off. And takes a strike from Grady Stevens. Now, when he misses inside, it's 1-1. Hampton Newman on deck, followed by Colton Rogers. It's a 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Swany. You get a little piece of that one, but it'll be foul. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 into right field, and that is going to be caught. Dalton Janey runs it down and 1 away. So 1 down, nobody aboard. And the batter, Hampton Newman. Hampton Newman in the first game had 3 RBI. Very productive outing in game number 1. Takes a strike there, 0-1. Just got word it's raining back in Live Oak. So that's good news. And it's not raining here, which is good news. 1-1 count. And popped over the right side. Not going to be playable. 1-2 to Newman. Pirates with 3 in the first. Swany with 1. Swany batting here in the second inning. And again, fouled. Back behind us. The 1-2 and misses high. Tough pitch to lay off of, but Newman does. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away, stays alive. Newman battling. Stevens with the windup and the pitch. And again fouled away. That went back to the screen. Umpire's going to need new baseballs. And so he will reload. And there's strike 3. Newman caught looking. And that's going to be the first strikeout of the ball game for Stevens. That's out number 2 of the inning. And Colton Rogers will come up. Rogers had a productive game 1. And trying to get something going here in the second game. Grady Stevens has been tough. That's fouled. That was all the way down the left field line, and they're going to leave it down there. And that one's right side, giving chase, and not going to be able to get there, running out of real estate. It's out of play. Colton in an 0-2 hole here. It's off the plate. Tried to get him to chase that in 0-2. A good waste pitch. Rogers fouls it away to hang in there once again. At least he's making this kid throw a lot of pitches. Swany bats. Getting deep into the count. Rogers digs back in. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Stevens. And that one is popped. This one could stay in play. First baseman chases toward the fence, and he'll make the catch in foul territory. And that's going to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Swany Dogs here in the second. After 2, it's 3-1. Fernandina leads here on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Back here at the ballpark, Grayson Green taking his warm-up tosses here in the third inning to play. Parker Craps out there warming him up as Jace Moran gets his gear back on and comes out, putting the gloves on. Three-one ball game. All the scoring in the first inning. Go back to that first inning, and Grayson started off by striking out the leadoff batter, but then gave up a walk. He ended up coming around the scoring on a error by the catcher, actually, on a throw down to third base. They got their other run from Preston Marticardi with a single, an RBI. And some uncharacteristic errors for Swany in the first inning, but trying to shake those off and see if they can't come back in this ball game. If they can hold them here 3-1, get that offense cranking. Trace Farmer, dangerous hitter right here. We hadn't been able to retire him at all. He was 2 for 2 in the first game, and he's so far 1 for 1 in game number 2. Scored a run back in the first. That's high. And 1-1. It's low. Two balls and a strike. That catches the corner, 2-2. Going down in the dirt. Count goes full. There's the payoff pitch. That's high. That'll walk him. So leadoff man aboard here in the third inning for Fernandina. The second walk of the game for Grayson Green. Connor Bayless to the plate. Bayless, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Farmer gets his lead at first base. Grayson's pitch to the plate. Called strike. Throw over to first base, and nice job by Kyler Watson to keep that ball from getting away. Green looks at the runner now. Here's the pitch. That's way high. 1-1 count. Bayless, the Pirates shortstop. Flip over to first base once again. Farmer back easily. Farmer with 16 stolen bases on the year. As a team coming into this game, Fernandina with 92 swipes. They like to run. And there he goes. Got a good jump. Here's the throw by Moran, and it is not in time. Close play at second base, and it's going to draw Coach Moran out of the dugout. He wants to come have a word, asking him what he saw. And Billy thought they got him. Swany thought they got him at second base, but umpire didn't see it that way. And a judgment call really not going to get to him to change his mind. But Billy wanted to know what he saw. And so he got an explanation. Now he'll trot off the field, but Farmer is second base on the steal. 2-1 count now, a runner in scoring position with nobody down. Fernandina looking to pad their lead here. Now he'll step off the runner, up the rubber as Farmer getting a little too far off the bag for Green's liking. It's outside, 3-1. Well, sometimes you worry a little too much about that base runner and got to throw strikes. 3-1. Let's see if Green can battle back here. His pitch. That's ball 4. So that's first and second now, and nobody out. Matricardi comes up. He had an RBI single back in the first inning and got a chance to do the same here. Left-handed hitter. And he squares the bunt. Watson charges, and Greason will step off the runner. Let's see if they say with that strategy, if he squares around, he does show bunt once again. So again, you've got the runner's charging. He puts it down the third base line. Beautiful bunt. The play will be to first and not in time. He ran it out. That is an infield bunt single. Everybody's safe. The only play was to first base. I mean, he laid down a beauty to third base. Watson was charging on the first base side. If you laid it down over there, it could have been a double play, but he put the ball where he needed to put it. And O'Quinn came charging. Lopez covering at first base just wasn't in time. That's a clean base hit on a bunt. Bases are now loaded with nobody down, and here's John Addington, the DH. And up the middle, it hits the umpire. Hits the umpire, so the ball's dead. Everybody gets a base. It hit the umpire. There's nothing they can do about it. The home crowd doesn't like it, but it hit the umpire, so everybody gets one base. And them's the breaks. Blue did his best to get out of the way. He's going to have a little bit of a Charlie horse. That one hit him square. Bounced off his leg and into left field. That was up the middle, but he just couldn't dodge the bullet there. So still nobody down and still bases full of Pirates. And Dylan Wilkes to the plate. 4-1 ball game now. Wheels are coming off for Swany. Dogs need to find outs here. It's up high. Everything went Swany's way in game number 1, and everything going the Pirates' way here in game number 2. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. There's the 1-1 delivery. That breaks in there for a called strike. Ball and 2 strikes. If this does go to a third game, I imagine Colton Rogers will get the start for Swany. And got him there. There's a K. So 1 down. Looks fooled badly on that. That is strikeout number 5 for Grayson Green. Lucas Hutchinson now to the plate. He struck out back in the first. Base is still juiced. 1 down now. Pirates trying to break things open here in the third inning. Swing and a miss. The 1-2 is low. Excuse me, the 0-1 is low, so now it's 1-1. Squares to bunt, and here comes the runner. It was a suicide squeeze, and they got the runner hung up. Throw back to third, and it's not going to be in time. Jace held on to it a little too long, and they were to get back to third base. They had the suicide squeeze on. Batter didn't do his job, and they had the runner halfway to home plate, had him hung up, chased him back to the bag, but a little late on the throw back to Easton, and he snuck back in there. Pirates get away with one there. Wow. Count is 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. 2-2. That was strike 3. Sorry about that. 2 down in the inning. Now Eli Salgier, he was a strikeout victim caught looking in the second. Green trying to work out of this jam. If he can get out of here just giving up 1 run, that'd be dynamite. Bases are still full. Strike 1. And while he has a moment, he'll trot down there and have a word with Coach Shave. Oh, 1 to the Fernandina second baseman. Tried to hit the outside corner, just missed. 1-1. Pitch is high. It's 2 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him here. Walk would force in a run. Missed off the plate again. 3-1. Green with 3-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. It's now full, 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. Strikeout will be what the doctor ordered here. Let's see if Grayson can get it done. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And fouled away. Salgier hangs in there. And calls for time. He'll step out of the box. Get reset, and they'll step back in. He'll step off the rubber there. Look at the runners. Nobody with too big a lead. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Leaves the bases full, but they do get a run and increase the lead. It's now Fernandina 4 and Swany 1 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
And back here at the ballpark, I have a chance to remind you that Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City has everything you need. They've got everything from doors to windows to tubs to showers, plumbing and electrical supplies, power poles, steps. Got to have steps for those mobile homes. Paneling, pre-finished sheetrock, vinyl siding and skirting. You name it, they've got it. Go see Preston or any of the staff for all of your mobile home needs. Corbett's Mobile Home Supply, Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City. Online at CorbettSupply.com. Noah Lopez with a CNI single. Bounces over the shortstop's head, and there's a leadoff single, and Lopez aboard here in the third. Noah Lopez with a high chopper just chopped right over the shortstop's head. Into center field for a base hit. Now Jace Moran to the plate. Dogs trying to work from behind in this ball game. Stevens outside for a ball. 4-1 deficit. Dogs cruised in the first game, 12-0. Not the case here in game number 2. Lopez back to the bag. Called strike on the corner. And rips one to the second baseman. Can't come up with it cleanly. Lopez around second. Now he'll have to go back to the bag. And boy, just sneaks back in there. Coach Moran had the stop sign on. Lopez was rounding, after that ball was into center field, was rounding second, headed to third. That was a tough play, but an error on the second baseman. So first and second, nobody down, and Easton O'Quinn to the plate.
Quinn. So you're on the base. Get a ball. Ball.
Runners at first and second, nobody down here. Swany trying to get back in this thing in the third. Easton O'Quinn at the plate. And takes a strike. Easton flew out to the shortstop, his first at bat. Batting in a big spot here. squares to bunt and lays one down, and that's going to be a foul ball. Off his bat into foul territory, then it bounced into fair territory, but was already deadened. So 0-2 to O'Quinn. Easton will be swinging here. Foul one off, trying to bunt with 2 strikes. End up out. I'm thinking there goes the runners, and a little hit and run into left field, and that's going to be playable. Going to have to get back to second base is Lopez, and they got him. Doubled him up. Well, Swany got a little too cute there. Flew out to second base and then threw out at second base. Flew out to left field and then thrown out at second base. Swany a little base running error there. So 2 down now. Tyler Watson to the plate with a runner at first. Moran still at first base. Fouled out of play. I think, if Lopez doesn't put on the brakes there, I think he had third base, would have put him at third, but instead had the stop sign, and he just got back to second base. That time he got way too off the bat. Swany had to hit and run, not really his fault, but he was all the way to third base before he started back. He realized the ball was going to be caught. Nice job there by Hutchinson. Behind the plate, keeping that in front of him, not allowing Moran to go to second. One count on Kyler. And runner going to second base. The throw down not going to be in time. He's going to round second and head to third, and Jace Moran going to stand at third base. And now he's going to head home, and here's the play, and he's going to get there. He is safe. Wow. Stolen base and a couple of errors, and Moran scores the second run for Swany. And that's going to bring the head coach out here from Fernandina. Coach Dave wants to talk to his infield once again, try to settle him down. So Swany sneaks a run in. Jace Moran all the way from first. Stole second, and errors got him home. Got to take advantage of those things. Now a 4-2 ball game. And you look back at that last inning with the bases full. How important was that for Grayson to work out of that jam? Only giving up the 1 run. Tyler Watson still at the plate. Stevens pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. To the shortstop. He backhands it. The throw across the diamond is in time. And that's going to do it for the Dogs. But they get a run. It's 4-2. Fernandina leads Swany here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Wellborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at wellborn.cc.
The hunt is on during the Declaration of Deals sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go on the ultimate egg hunt for unbeatable savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs. Crack open big savings on select 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $12,000 off MSRP.
People ask me, how do you give such great prices? Easy. Unlike the bunny, we don't hide our deals. That's right.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. These deals are Easter Bunny approved.
Rights to the broadcast of this regional contest in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championships have been granted to River Country Sports by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this live stream without the express written consent of the FHSAA is prohibited. Right, pitching change for Swany. Trying to see who the new pitcher is. And it looks like 18. Okay, thank you. So Case Nickerson going to take over on the hill for Grayson Green. Case Nickerson comes in and takes over on the hill for Swany. I believe that's Grayson has moved over to first base. And who's going to take it? Garcia calls for it and takes it. So one away. Dalton Janey now the batter. This Holbrook erased via the pop up to the shortstop. And another pop up. And Grayson's going to call for it. And no, but Jason made the catch. Actually ran into each other. Grayson Green called for it, but Moran ends up making the catch. And that could have been disastrous, but wow. 2 down. We'll take the out. Nickerson with an ERA of 2.80. 15 innings pitched this year for Swany. 9 walks, 15 strikeouts. Giving up 6 earned runs. He looks good so far up here. Grace Farmer now the batter. Farmer's yet to be retired in this series. And Nickerson works ahead in the count here. Has got him 0-2. The 0-2 delivery just off the plate, 1-2. And a little late check swing there to stay alive. Grace Farmer, boy, he's a tough out. Big number 8, third baseman. 2 for 2 in the first game, 2 for 2 in the second. And this time he'll pop up right field. Peterson chasing toward the foul line, and he got it. He made the catch. Can you believe that? Oh, my goodness. He's right on the fence line and somehow came up with it. What a play. Landon Peterson, and that'll retire the side. Still 4-2 Fernandina here on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
The Suwannee River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1-day-per-week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit myswannyriver.com to learn more.
Swany Baseball here on rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in and watching the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it. And hope you like and subscribe to the channel. Love some feedback. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on the website. Our email address is rivercountrysports@gmail.com. Let us know what you think as the Swany Bulldogs battle here in Fernandina Beach. 4-2 ball game. Pirates leading the Bulldogs. Dogs batting here in the bottom of inning number 4 in game number 2. Swany winning the first game and trying to wrap up the series, but they're going to have to do that from behind. Gabe Garcia leads off here in the 4th. And there's ball 1. Garcia had a base hit with an RBI back in the first inning. And the Swany shortstop waits for the 1-0 pitch. And there it is, in there for a strike, 1-1. Grady Stevens has been nasty on the mound so far for Fernandina. That one missed. 2-1. And that is drilled down the line, but foul. Garcia got that one just a little too far in front of it and drove it foul. One of the bench players for Fernandina has to run all the way to the outfield wall to retrieve that one. Umpire's got the game held up as he trots back. Now we're ready to go back to live action. 2-2 count. Leadoff batter here in the 4th for Swany. Stevens with a pitch, swing and a miss. Went after high heat and goes down swinging. Oh, that is a strikeout, and that is the 3rd strikeout for Stevens in this ball game. Grayson Green out of plate. Green started on the hill. Nickerson has come in relief. Green to first base. Off speed in there. Strike 1. And fouls that one away. 0-2 is the count. So Swany would love to get to the Fernandina bullpen. They were able to do that in the first game and pile on the runs, but been a little stingier here in the second game as Fernandina and their pitching. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses. 2-2. Grayson grounded out to second base his last at bat. Fouls that out of play. Watching a little bit of practice the other day, the Swany football team. They're out there with their spring practices. Swing and a miss. Green will go down. Back-to-back Ks for Stevens here in the 4th. But Swany practicing hard, looking good as they get ready for the season. Excited about Swany football. Coming off a disappointing year a year ago. I can guarantee you the Dogs are working hard toward turning that around here in 2026. Ty Moses now. Ball 1. Moses flew out to right field back in the second inning, hitting here in inning number 4. Takes one on the corner, 1-1. Grady Stevens in control out there on the hill for the Pirates. And slow roller toward third base. Farmer charges, will throw to first, not in time. He runs it out. An infield base hit for Ty Moses. Farmer charged that. He did what he could, but Moses awfully quick running down that baseline. Hampton Newman gets an at-bat here, 2 down. He went down looking back in the second. He'll try to atone for that here. Swing and a miss. That went up high, but those are hard to lay off of. Moses back. See if they send the runner with 2 down here. And they keep him close to the bag. Gonna watch that front foot. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Stevens could strike out the side if he could erase Newman, giving up a hit in between, but he's got 2 Ks this inning. That's high. The 1-2 pitch. And going to have to do that one again. That's fouled out of play. Pitch is high, and the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three and two. Colton Rogers would love a chance to have an at-bat here with runners on base. Flip over to first base, not in time. Diving back safely is Moses. Back once again as they throw over. Half the Swany crowd out here yelling back, trying to help out the first base coach. There's the pitch. There's the swing and a miss, and he does strike out the side. Swany comes up empty. It's still 4-2. Fernandina here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Back here at the ball field, want to remind you this broadcast is being sponsored in part by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Suwannee County, ex-Bulldog baseball great. Hey, the property appraiser's office is there when you need them, 215 Pine Avenue in downtown Live Oak, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, except holidays. If you want to call them, the number's 386-362-1385. Of course, they're always available online, 24/7, 365 online. Go to SwaneePA.com. Connor Bayless to lead off here for Fernandina. As we get to the 5th inning, getting late in this ball game, and Fernandina with a 4-2 lead over Swany. Dogs are going to need to hold them right here. Case Nickerson, the pitcher, in replace of Grayson Green, looked good in his first inning, and this time, came way inside and Just about hit the batter. That one got away from him. Bayless with a strikeout and a walk in this ball game. His first time facing Nickerson. Case comes back and misses inside once again. Not as wildly, though. So getting closer to that plate. The 2-0. That one's in there for a called strike, 2-1. And that one's popped and out of play. So from 2-0 to 2-2, he's battled back. Case ready to go to work. He's waiting for the batter to get in the box. Now his 2-2 pitch in the dirt. There's the 3-2. And that's ball 4. And has been the case most of this ball game. Fernandina able to get that leadoff man aboard. So runner at first base. That's 2 walks in the game issued to Bayless. One by Green and one by Nickerson. Now Preston McCarty is up. He's 2 for 2 in this ball game. Called strike on the corner. In the dirt, and the runner does not go. Thought about going. A little surprised that Jace didn't whip that down first base, but 1-1 count. Nickerson's pitch. That one's fouled away and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. We got 2 strikes on Bayless, but lost him. Waste one outside there. Count 2-2. That one just missed. I thought for a minute Blue was ready to ring him up, but 3-2. Swung on and in the air. Shortstop calls for it. Waits forever. Finally comes down. Lopez makes the catch. 1 away. Runner stays at first base, and now John Addington, the designated hitter, to the plate. He had an RBI single his last trip to the plate. Bayless at first, 1 down. Addington up, facing Case Nickerson. Nickerson a little inside and high there on the first pitch. Putting the runner at first, playing even with the bag at third. Regular depth, second and short, right side, and this one is not going to be playable. And again, fouled away. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Just got a piece. Staying alive. Playing the Bee Gees. Nickerson, oh, that was nasty, but he got a piece of it and drills it foul, third base side. And somebody's got to go chase that down in foul territory from the Pirate dugout. A little late on that one. Another good-looking pitch, but nice job by Addington just to kind of fight those pitches off and stay alive. 1-2 count. And I'm not sure what happened there. Everybody stepped away, and that was a good pitch right down the middle, but umpire and batter had stepped away, so everybody called time. Nickerson didn't get the word. 1-2 and kind of a check swing into right field. Peterson makes the grab and 2 away. Well, that was a long at bat, but nice job by Addington just to fight every pitch off and stay alive. Nickerson up there battling on the mound. Dylan Wilkes now at the plate. Wilkes via an error, reached in the first inning, struck out in the third, batting here in the fifth. 2 down. Dogs trying to keep the score at 4-2. That pitch is high. Throw over to first. Bayless back easy. There's a called strike. Right down Broadway. There's the 1-1 pitch. And to right field, and that's going to land in foul territory, and Peterson can't get there.
What's right field?
That's Kyler Watson in right field now? Okay.
Your first base camera person.
All right.
Okay. Yep. Well, coming in.
In the dirt, but he swung. Going to have to throw down to first base. They do, and that's going to do it. So Fernandina does not score. The score remains 4-2. The Pirates lead the Bulldogs on RiverCountrySports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And thank you to Chuck and Angel and the whole crew out there at Ascent Precision Gear Corporation. Big time manufacturing going on in Hamilton County. They're in the industrial park off of 41. Ascent Precision Gear Corporation sponsoring the broadcast here. Hey, well, I have a moment. Want to let you know the sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by River Country and the FHSAA. Right, Dogs ready to go to work here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Down by 2. Colton Rogers to lead off here for Swany. And the first pitch to the shortstop. He was in the right place and makes the play. Right off the bat, they had a chance, but shortstop Bayless was playing right there and didn't have to move a whole lot to field that ground ball. Sharp throw to first, 1 down. Noah Lopez, top of the order here. Lopez has been on base both times he's been up. He walked and also singled. Ball 1. Lopez with a good eye. Grady Stevens has been fantastic for Fernandina in this game. Called strike. And the Pirates known for their starting pitchers. Trick is to get to that bullpen. If you can do that, you got a shot. This one's twisting, and nobody's going to be able to catch up to it. It's out of play. But 2 strikes on the batter. It's the second game today, second game of a doubleheader. If Fernandina holds on, we'll play a third game tomorrow. And we're going to have to dodge the rainstorms as they're expected to come in tomorrow. Again, this one's going to twist foul. If Swany could come from behind here and get the win in this second game, that'd do it. Swany would move on to the regional finals. Next round is either at South Walton or at home against West Florida. We're obviously rooting for West Florida. And that's the left field. Going to hang up. And it'll be playable and caught by Matt Riccardi. So 2 up and 2 down for Swany here in the 5th. And now Jace Moran. Moran ended up scoring his last at bat, reached via an error, stole second. Another error got him around to third and ended up coming home. Swany swiping a run there. But he's batting here with 2 outs in the inning. And looks at the first strike. And this time goes the opposite way, and this one could land. Nope, going to be caught by the left fielder. Runs it down. So 3 up, 3 down for Swany, and the score remains 4-2 Fernandina here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Wellborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at wellborn.cc.
Tonight's game in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association The FHSAA is a democratic organization with membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Well, it's getting late in the ball game. Swany needs to hold here and come up with some magic in the late innings. We head to the sixth inning, and 4-2 is your score. Most of the scoring came early. Fernandina with 3 runs in the first and then added another in the third. Swany able to play a run back in the first inning and then another in the third, but then goose eggs the last couple of innings. So 4-2 your score. Pirates lead. Case Nickerson in relief, ready to start his third inning of work. And leading off, Lucas Hutchinson for the Fernandina Beach Pirates. Lights are on here at the ballpark as darkness starts to descend. Squares to bunt and tries to bunt the curveball. It's foul. Strike one. Nobody on base, so he's just trying to bunt for a base hit there. He has struck out twice in this ball game. Not bunting there to third base. Easton O'Quinn eats it up. Across the diamond in time. Nice play. One up, one down. Now Eli Sawyer coming to bat. He struck out twice in this game.
Second baseman, Eli Collier.
Nickerson's first pitch hits his bat for a foul ball. He ducked to get out of the way, but left the bat up. And the ball found the bat. Don't see that every day. The 0-1. This time a little closer to the strike zone. And it's ball one. Here's Nickerson's 1-1 pitch. And that'll be foul, right side. Ball and 2 strikes. That was a mile in the air, foul territory, chasing it at Grayson. Not going to catch it. It's out of play. They ran it all the way to the fence, though. Nickerson came charging over. Grayson Green. Green at first base. Lopez at second. Garcia at short. O'Quinn at third. Nickerson on the hill. Moran behind the plate. Colton Rogers, Ty Moses, and Kyler Watson in the outfield. As far as I know. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. It bounced halfway to the plate there. 2-2 count. And to Lopez is over his head into right field for a base hit. Well, Salyer does a nice job there with 2 strikes, gets his first hit of the ball game. And that'll go to the top of the order now with a runner at first and 1 down. Landon Holbrook coming to bat. Umpire restocks his pouches with baseballs.
Center fielder, Landon Holbrook.
Holbrook shows bunt. Pulls away. Throw over to first base. Salyer back. That's low. That's inside. Really don't want to get Farmer up to bat with runners on base here. And that's going to be ball 4. Swany playing with fire here. First and second, still only 1 out. You know, Dalton Janey will be the batter. Farmer waits on deck. Janey has a walk and scored a run. And he's flown out twice. Goes bunt. Takes outside. Nickerson had to groove him for a while there, but maybe starting to tire here a bit. Shows bunt there, takes a strike. 1-1. Good pitch by Case. And took too long and blew a call timeout. That's the second time he's done that. Count remains 1 ball, 1 strike. The Green, he steps on second and gets the out. And that's going to draw Coach Moran out as the slide was into the shortstop. That'll be the second out in the inning. 3-6. And I'm sure Moran is arguing that had a chance for double play if he doesn't slide into him and take him out. Umpires are going to come over and confer. Coach Shave also out, and he's want his 2 cents in there. So both coaches talking to the umpire. The umpire saying, wait a minute, we have to have our own conversation here. Coach Moran will come over and talk to the home plate umpire, who was not involved in that play. And let's see how the umpires see this. Coach Moran a little upset about it and going to come out and going to get his 2 cents in there. Not happy with that call or non-call, I guess we should say in this case. But Coach probably isn't going to win this argument. Rarely do you win an argument against the men in blue. And Coach got to be careful he doesn't get tossed here. So it ended up being a fielder's choice for Janey. Second out of the inning at second base. And now you're going to have a runner at first and third here. First and third. And that's going to bring the top hitter for these Pirates up to the plate. Trace Farmer. Finally retired him his last at bat, but man, he has been a tough out. 2 for 2 in the first game. He's 2 for 3 in this ball game.
Now that's the third base, Trace Farmer.
Fouls that one away. Getting hard to see up here. Nickerson steps off the hill. Third ball off the plate and low. Farmer with a 1-1 count. Kid hitting close to 500 on the year. In the dirt. There goes the runner to second base. They'll let him have it. Well, now you've got two runners in scoring position for Farmer. And he's ahead in the count 2-1. Nickerson steps off. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch there. Farmer went for the home run. It came up empty on that pitch. Took a great cut at it, though. Good pitch by Case Nickerson. That was low and away. 3-2. First base is empty. Connor Bayless, the on-deck batter. Nickerson trying not to groove one here. And now they're just going to put him on. So they don't want a chance giving up the big hit. They're going to go ahead and issue the walk. Three, 3-2. They didn't want to put anything over the meat of the plate there for Farmer, so not taking the chance on that, but that's going to load the bases. Pirates left the bases loaded earlier in the game. Let's see if Nickerson can get out of this jam, now facing Connor Bayless. Curveball in there for a strike. And up the middle, Garcia will field, step on the bag, and the Dogs get out of the jam. It remains 4-2, Pirates over the Bulldogs here on RiverCountrySports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Swany County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA baseball championships possible. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Sheriff Jones, the official championship ring partner. Max Preps, the official scores and statistics for the organization. GoFan, official online ticket provider. The NFHS Network, that's the official online partner. They're behind a paywall, by the way. We're free here at River Country. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2026 FHSAA Baseball Championships. Long fly ball, right field. And the catch is going to be made out there. Nice catch in right field by Janey, and he may have hurt himself there. Not quite sure. He made the catch, and the out was recorded. And maybe fell in a hole, twisted an ankle. Not sure exactly what had happened there, but he's limping on around a little bit, trying to walk it off. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be okay. We had enough concentration to make the out. But they must have twisted an ankle or did something. Anyway, one down. Now Kyler Watson.
First baseman, Tyler Watson.
Watson got the win in the first game. Pitched a marvelous ball game. Grayson Green got the start here in game number 2, and things didn't go well. struggled early. Case Nickerson on in relief. Dogs down 4-2. So far, Grady Stevens has been the story here. He's pitched lights out. Swany trying to come up with some late inning magic here. 3-0 count now on Watson. Boy, Tyler, if he would have had the green light there, it was down the middle. Count now 3-1. Watson fouls that one away, and Stevens has worked himself back now, full count. Got behind 3-0, but came back with a couple of strikes. 3-2, stays alive. Watson fouls it away. Gabe Garcia waits on deck. Getting late in the ball game for Swany. If they're going to come back here, need to get things going. And again, Kyler fighting off pitches. But he regroups, and here comes the 3-2 pitch once again. And again, fighting it off. He's hanging in there. And after all those foul balls out of play, the umpire's like, well, I'm going to need some new baseballs here. So the Pirate Bat Boy brings him in. Appreciate that. Count still 3-2. Stevens with the pitch. Got a piece. And working that pitch count up, if nothing else. Watson takes high and earns a walk. He fought off a bunch of good pitches and finally gets one out of the strike zone and takes ball 4. That puts Watson at first base with 1 down. Gabe Garcia, the potential tying run to the plate.
Gabe Garcia.
Gabe Garcia struck out his last plate appearance, singled back in the first inning. And there's one to third base. This could be 2. No, he throws it high, gets away from the second baseman and into right field. And the Dogs will have runners on the corners. First and third now, 1 down. And Grayson Green comes up. Looked like it could have been a double play, but the throw was high, got off the second baseman's glove and into right field. Watson had actually run into the player and trying to get around him so he could get third. Dogs with first and third, 1 down, and Grayson Green at the dish. There goes the runner. Not going to throw down. Catcher indifference. Now both runners in scoring position. 1 ball to the batter. Things are getting interesting. Base hit could tie this up now, Grayson. He waited on that one. He was patient, but he fouled it away. Left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher, and now Coach Moran wants a quick word with Grayson. And he started off with O'Quinn, flew out to the right fielder. Right fielder looked like he might have twisted something, but he stayed in the game. He's going to be okay. Good to see him shake that off. Watson followed with a walk. Working the count full, fouling off about 5 pitches before finally getting ball 4. Then Garcia puts the ball in play, ends up with an error. So we've got second and third here, 1 down, and Grayson Green with a 1-1 count. Stevens with the pitch. Fouled away out of play. Grayson Green trying to come up with a big hit here in a key spot in this ball game. It's getting late. Again, fouls out of play. There have been some good battles out here. Two very good ball clubs. And neither one wants to say goodbye to the season. One, two once again. That one misses outside and low, 2-2. Watson at third, Garcia at second. Green hanging in there against one of the top pitchers in the area, and Grady Stevens. And to the shortstop, he'll go to first base. A run is in. 2 down. So an RBI for Green. And it's a 1-run ball game. Swany with a tying run over a third base. Ty Moses will be the batter. Moses had a base hit his last at bat. Ran out an infield single. Base hit here could tie it up. And that is up high and out of the strike zone for ball one. The Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard, 4-3. And Ty Moses to center field. And that's going to be playable, and that's going to do it for the Dogs. They get one, but it's still a Pirate lead. It's 4-3 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Swany County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com. Baseball fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2026 Florida High School Baseball State Championships, hosted down in South Florida by Lee County's Sports Development. The action takes place May the 13th through the 16th, and then May 18th through the 20th at the Lee County Sports Complex at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. Come see and watch state champions crowned in all classifications. If you want more information, check them out online. Go to FHSAA.com. All right, 4-3 ball game, and Fernandina looking for insurance here as they bat in the top of the seventh. Remember, Swany, the home team in game number 2. Case Nickerson still on the hill for Swany, and his first pitch catches the outside corner. That's strike one to Preston Marticardi. And that one is in the dirt, boy. In case lets one get away, they get away kind of wild. And that one in the dirt, back to the screen. 1-1 count. Outside, ball 2, now 2-1. Swung on and hit to left field. Should be playable. It is. The catch is made out there in left field by Colton Rogers, and 1 down. Yep, Swany needs to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs, and then
Bottom of the 7th, Magic. Hampton Newman, Colton Rogers, and Noah Lopez, the scheduled 3 for Swany. John Addington now, the DH. Got him right in the helmet. He'll throw the bat and stare down Nickerson. As many players as they've hit, I can't believe he would take that attitude, but he is going to get down to first base without any other incident. Nobody likes to get hit. Swany players don't like to get hit by Fernandina pitchers. Fernandina players don't want to get hit by Bulldog pitchers, but it happens. So everybody keep a cool head. Runner at first base, 1 down. Dylan Wilkes will now step up. There goes the runner, and the throw down is going to be in time. They nailed him. Addington takes off, and Jace Moran nails him at second base. So 2 down in the inning. The pitch is down in the dirt, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Took a big cut there. Ball and 2 strikes. Had it 2-1, but it's 1-2. In the dirt, gets away from Moran. No harm, no foul. Now it's 2-2.
Especially if we win. Where is he? He's out of the dugout.
And there's a base hit into center field. Wilkes with some patience and a base hit to keep this inning alive.
Okay, Dusty, as soon as the game is over, Miss Asper's going to come to you. You can go out and help.
That brings up Lucas Hutchinson.
So you're going to be able to.
He's been an Iron Man behind the plate for the Pirates. Catching both games as Jace Moran. Nickerson's first pitch blows it by him for strike 1. Oh, 2 count. If the Dogs can keep this a 1-run game, they have a chance bottom of the 7th inning. And that one, did it hit him? Inside, did not. And runner went down to second base. Batter still up at the I'm not sure why the runner, they gave him second base. Did they call a balk there or something? Not sure. Come on, Case. Need another strike here. And there it is. That's strike 3. All right, Dogs down by a run. They come up in the bottom of the 7th with their last chance here on rivercountrysports.com.
The hunt is on during the Declaration of Deals sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go on the ultimate egg hunt for unbeatable savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs. Crack open big savings on select 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $12,000 off MSRP.
People ask me, how do you give such great prices? Easy. Unlike the bunny, we don't hide our deals. That's right.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. These deals are Easter Bunny approved.
The Swany River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1 day per week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit myswanyriver.com to learn more.
And back here at the ballpark, Trace Farmer going to come in and pitch. That sends Eli Salyer to third base, and we're trying to figure out the new second baseman. Get a number on him? I absolutely can't see out there. Number 10, okay. That's Dylan Wilkes, moves over to second. And so we must have Stevens at first base, I'm guessing. Okay. And that's Grady Stevens at first base. All right. They don't come up here and tell us, but we'll figure it out. We got Stevens at first base, Wilkes now at second base. Bayless is still your shortstop. Salyer is your third baseman. Trace Farmer comes to the hill to try to close this out for Fernandina Beach. Still got Hutchinson behind the plate, and the outfield hadn't changed. Swany's last at bat here in the bottom of the seventh inning, unless they tie things up and send it to extras. They're going to lead off with Hampton Newman, followed by Colton Rogers, then top of the order with Noah Lopez. Dogs need base runners, and Pirates need outs. 4-3 ball game. Swany winning the first game easily, 12-0. Got the 10-run rule and took care of the first game. But here in the second game, it's been a different story. And you've got to go in 2 this weekend to advance. So if the Pirates hold on, that would push the game 3 will be tomorrow. At this point, scheduled for 1 o'clock. And first pitch from Farmer is high for ball 1. Again, up high. Got to throw a strike. Misses high and outside, 3-0. A walk here will put the leadoff man aboard, just what the doctor ordered for Swany. And there's one downtown. No doubt about that one. 3-1. Newman had the take sign. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Hampton yet to swing the bat. It's now 3-2. Fouls that one away. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grady Stevens trying to record the win, and now he's at first base. It's up to Trace Farmer. Farmer trying to get the save here. And Swany trying to keep all that from happening. And there is ball 4. Just missed. Oh, that was a tricky one to let go, but that was low, and Hampton Newman will be at first base. Nobody down, runner at first, and Colton Rogers. The potential winning run coming to the plate. Potential tying run at first base. And let's see how Swany plays this. Newman gets his lead at first. Rogers digs in. Rogers squares to bunt. And pulls back, takes a ball. Moran going through the signals there at third base. Coach Moran, that is. Now Colton in. See if he's still got the bunt sign on. He does. And he'll square around once again. And he pulls it back and takes a strike this time. So he shows bunt, but he does not bunt. One count to Rogers. Newman at first base. Dogs down by a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Throw over to first base. And diving back is Hampton. Third baseman playing way up there. Infield shallow as well. Holding the runner at first base. Bunt down the first baseline would be pretty nice here. Nope, he'll take the pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rogers, little cat and mouse game going on here. Will he bunt? Won't he bunt? Not bunting here. And going to take a strike on the inside corner. Well, now with 2 strikes, he's got to get a hit. 2-2. Newman's still at first base. And got him. Got him looking. Dalton Rogers goes down. 1 down in the inning. Pirates 2 outs away from victory. Noah Lopez coming up for Swany. Lopez had a hit in the ball game. He scored a run. Walked back in the first inning and scored. Strike 1. Jace Moran waits on deck. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Lopez hangs in there. Fouls one. That hurts. Fouled it off the foot. Count stays 0-2. Runner stays at first base. Jace Moran on deck. Still got that wind blowing in. It's died down a bit, but not conducive for home runs. Yeah, the crowd wanted strike 3 called there. They didn't get the call. 1-2. Lopez stays alive. Farmer's pitch. And this time, he'll get the call. Lopez caught looking. That's back-to-back caught lookings. And now with 2 down, it's up to Jace Moran. And time is called. Coach Moran wants to come and talk to the umpire. Meanwhile, Fernandina moving the players back. Telling his outfield to back up a bit. Moran has the power to put it out no matter the wind, but been a while since he's hit a round tripper, so he is due. That's to be a great place for it. He could come up with a 2-run homer, bottom of the 7th, the walk off. He'd go down in Bulldog lore. What a great spot to hit in. Just a great opportunity. Jace Moran at the plate, facing Grace Farmer, trying to close things out for the Pirates. 2 down and a man at first. And he's going to go opposite way. This should be a can of corn for the left fielder. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it for the Swany Bulldogs. They go down in game number 2. Your final score will be 4-3. Fernandina evens the series at 1-1. Back after this to talk more about it on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Well, what an exciting ball game. Congratulations to the Pirates of Fernandina Beach getting the 4-3 victory. Swany had their chances, but just could not come up with a key hit. And Fernandina gets out of game 2 with a win. That'll even the series now at 1 win apiece. So Swany wins the first game, and the Pirates come back, win the second. So the third game, the rubber match, is set for tomorrow at 1. But we've got inclement weather coming in, and wouldn't be surprised if they moved that game earlier. Haven't heard anything. So as far as I know, the game tomorrow is still scheduled for 1 o'clock, and hopefully we can dodge the rain showers and get it in. Going to be interesting to keep an eye on that. But Swany will play in the third game tomorrow, and whoever comes out of this series will take on the winner between South Walton and West Florida. They are doing battle this weekend also in a best-of-3 series, and last check, they had not even started the first game due to the weather being in the Panhandle, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow. But maybe we'll get lucky. We hope so. We didn't get any rain here on this Friday, but I don't know what Saturday holds for us, so we'll have to wait and see. But at this point, the game is scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That'll be the rubber match between these two squads. And it has been a great series so far. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Swany in the first game, Fernandina uncharacteristic, booted the ball around a little bit, and Swany just got things going and got things rolling. But in the second game, Fernandina was the team that got it together, and Swany booted the ball around early and then tried to come back and came up short. So 4-3 will be your final score. Fernandina will improve to 23-5 on the year. Swany drops to 18-12. And again, that big deciding game coming up tomorrow right here on the Pirates' home field. We'll take a timeout here. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Wellborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Wellborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at wellborn.cc.
Do you want to help veterans? Vet Team 6 is a nonprofit organization that helps North Florida and South Georgia veterans with all types of projects, things that other organizations may not be able to do, like mowing lawns, removing debris, repairing driveways. We even helped one veteran bury his donkey. You can help Vet Team 6 by volunteering your time or by making a monetary donation to the cause. For more information, check out our Facebook page at VETTEAMSIX. Vet Team 6. 6 branches, 1 mission.
Swany Bulldog Baseball here in rivercountrysports.com. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Was hoping we get a chance to talk with Coach Moran, but don't think we're going to get that chance here tonight. So that's going to wrap up this broadcast. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you to Van Carpet One, to Farm Bureau Insurance, to the Suwannee County School District, to the Wellborn Blueberry Festival, to Waltz Automotive Group, the First Federal Bank, to Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, to J&W Automotive, your one-stop automotive shop, to Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Also brought to you by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Suwannee County. By the Second Chance Thrift Store, by Suwannee River Water Management District, by Corbett's Mobile Home Supply in Lake City, and by the Companion Animal Hospital. And we appreciate them bringing you the scoreboard all season long. And they'll be back with us tomorrow for the deciding game in this 3A Region 1 FHSAA baseball semifinal matchup. Swany at Fernandina Beach. Back with you tomorrow. Hope you join us then on rivercountrysports.com.